Let's make some honey cookies for Rosh Hashana. My mom and I make these honey cookies every single year, and I honestly don't think that we will ever stop making them. And that's saying something because my mom and I are easy bakers, and we have to chill this dough, which we only do with very few doughs. So the fact that we do this every year means something. Even though we have to chill it and it's kind of time consuming, it's actually such an easy and simple recipe. And the cookies come out fluffy with the perfect honey flavor. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid of working with a lot of honey in a recipe, but it's really not that hard. Sure, it can be sticky, but that's only if you don't know what you're doing, and I'm here to help you. No matter what, oil always first in your measuring cup because it makes the honey just slip right out of the cup. And it's so easy. There's like no residue left behind, and then you're just watching an oily cup, which is what you would normally do. It's also a completely dairy-free recipe. This recipe is pareve. And honestly, this might be controversial, but I think that any dessert should be an oil-based dessert. Okay, maybe that is going a little bit too far because butter is great, but if a dessert could be pareve, it should be made pareve. And that's just me wanting to have a sweet treat after everything, no matter what I eat. But that's just me. The only kind of scary thing about this recipe is it is a very loose batter. And it is batter, not dough. But there is a very fine line between too loose and too thick, because you don't want your cookies to end up tasting too floury. So you really have to trust your eyeballs, because you're always going to need a little more flour than the recipe says. But even a little too much flour, and they're not bad, but they're not perfect. And you want a perfect cookie. And that's on my mom teaching me to be a perfectionist of a baker. And if you think that's me being insane, just wait for Purim time when we make hamantashen. Let's just say my mother has traumatized me with her perfectionism when it comes to those specific cookies. Anyway, back to the honey cookies. These really are some of my favorite cookies of the entire year. They are just a perfect base cookie, and I would recommend a honey cookie any time of the year, but Rosh Hashanah, you can't beat it. Let me know what you bake for the holidays, because I'm always looking for more recipes.